I'm just here so I won't get fined. I saw 50. I think it was on 50.
No.
Boy.
Oh
60,
shit.
stop playing with me, nigga.
Why you shoot so much?
It was this one. What you mean? He's not 50.
Going for four. That's too many minutes, cuz. I gotta quit playing like that. I'm quitting.
Gary, what's it like? I mean, I'm sure that about 17 or so you knew, and you're still in the game. I mean, are you trying to get assists at that point? Is that what the game pretty much in hand? What's kind of the whole
Nah.
approach then?
Once I got to 18, that's when I started hunting for him. But 17, we was still playing ball. Couple minutes left on the clock. Another media left. I figured it was gonna come.
How many do you think you should have had?
Like 25, 26.
Do you have a favorite one tonight?
Nah.
Kind
Not.
of like the inbounds one, Fred. I kind of like that.
Oh yeah, that's our little thing. Yeah.
In a lot of games, you get a lot of your assists on, hitting guys for three-pointers. Tonight, I'd say that 13 or 14 came on cuts. Well, to everybody. Was that just something that was open tonight? Did you know from what you watched that might be something that was going to be readily available?
Coach talk about it all the time. When I get the ball and playing downhill, everybody trying to get to me. So if you just cut, I'm probably gonna find you. And today, everybody was cutting. They were really helping off a lot of people, even Gibson, Javante. They was helping off a lot trying to stop me, and they was doing the job of cutting, and I was finding them. And we was getting easy buckets.
Javante, how spoiled are you guys having Yuri as a point guard?
I mean, it's all right, Nothing major, but I mean, for people like me, it's good, I mean, he finds the scores, He finds everybody on the court. So as long as it's a two-way street, I mean, he passed the ball. As long as we scoring the ball, everybody gonna look good.
Gary, kind of following up on that, what's it like? You've got a lot of deep talent on this team that can score. I'm sure that affects what you do too. Whoever you get it to is capable. How much does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I got trust in everybody. 2 through 5, the guys coming off the bench. I mean, we deep. Everybody can score the ball. Y'all don't really get to see these guys' games because of the system we run, but we got some players who go get a bucket any day, any time. So me getting on the ball, I trust a lot of people with the ball. So, yeah.
Javante, was it hard at all for you guys to shake off the Sunday game, or did you just?
Nah, Sunday was Sunday, So after that, you lost it. You can't get that day back. So it's moving on forward. Try to get the win today.
Has your shot felt okay to you throughout this, stretch of trying to get back in the flow of things?
I mean, I think it's more so like my legs. I haven't played this many games in like a year. So I think just the more playing I do, getting my legs back under me, I think I'll be fine.
Gary, how far into a game like that do you get before you start to realize that, hey, this is the night distributing the ball is going to be the best thing for me, not taking a lot of shots? How far do you get into a game like that before that kind of becomes a reality to you mentally, I guess?
I'll say about the first 4 or 5 possessions, just seeing how the defense gonna play me. I didn't think they were going. Well, none of us did. Thought they was gonna play as much zone as they did. So I don't really get my shots off a zone with the kind of plays and stuff we have. Them on built for our shooters and our post guys. So me getting in the paint, drawing the help, and then kicking out, or the cuts we had today, that's the type of offense we need. So I mean, it's days like this where I might just have 2, 3, 4 points, but I mean, it's all right. As long as we win, I'm cool.
Since the big guys aren't in here, Coach was kind of bemoaning the fact that there wasn't a lot of rim protection at Auburn tonight. It seemed like those guys that came out really were, especially Francis, as he blocked 4 shots. Jake, I think, altered a few. Is that the type of defense you feel like you guys can get, inside around the rim on a regular
For sure. Franco can go get 4 blocks a game if he really wanted to. He put his mind to it. He have a lot of games where he just get in his head a little bit too much. We got to talk him out of it, but you see days like these where you be like, damn, Franco, like you can do this all the time. The one where he went and got that ball out the air, I was like, God damn, like, boy, you can, like, you know how many balls fly up in the air like that every day you can go get? But I mean, it's just something I feel like they can do on a daily, as long as they lock in and get to it.
Gary, we're obviously focusing assists. You had 8 rebounds tonight too. How proud are you of that?
I was trying to go get 10, but the ball didn't want to bounce my way after a couple possessions, so it's all good. But I can rebound the ball. It's just we got guys who kind of push me out the way sometimes, me being a little guy. So, I mean, as long as we coming up with the ball somehow, I'm cool. Some days I'm going to have 8 rebounds, trying to get to a little 10 one day, one of these days.
From your perspective as the floor general, guys, Gibson didn't get a three-point attempt in the first half, and they only got 3 total in the game. Were they doing something to take away that aspect of your game? Didn't get Gibson open in a lot of different areas?
You see, today Gibson had a lot of backdoor cuts because of they playing so hard and tight up on him, down in a lot of screens with him. Gibson's smart enough to know how to play the game, how to read the game. So a lot of times he just make those cuts. But like I said, they ran a lot of zone. They was kind of heavy on his side. Coach drew up some plays to where we used him as a decoy a little bit. Got the ball inside to Javon and Fred and TJ, and we was able to make plays off that.
You seem to be developing a really good connection with Vaughn too on getting him the ball in cuts and inside. Is that just something? Is that just natural, or did you guys have to work on that a lot?
I mean,
The connection.
yeah, it was. Well, it was kind of natural for real. Javon, he's smart. He done been in college for 4 years already. Played in the SEC at high level, so he know the game. It's not like he played low minutes at Mizzou. He played high minutes against some good competition, so he know the
But he
game.
had to play with you.
Yeah, but it's basketball. It's basketball. It's natural. I mean, instincts. We play off instincts. He sees stuff. I see stuff. Sometimes we'll talk about it through our timeout or something, and we'll go execute it to the next possession.
Has it been a big thing for him lately, kind of in that short roll or that high post kind of thing? How big has that been a key to your offense the last few games? Specifically in that role.
Yeah, real big, because you see a lot of teams go full switch. I can't give y'all all the sauce, but can't stop it.
Anybody else for the players? All right.
Splat.
Well, I thought we got off to a very slow start again. First 15 minutes, I didn't think we played very well. In the last 5 minutes of the first half, I thought was the difference. We really played well the last 5 minutes, and for the most part, I thought the second half was really good. I thought we played better on both ends of the court second half. So glad to get out of here with a victory against a team that I think is really good. Going to win a lot of games, especially when they hit their league. You know, it's good to see a few shots go down in the second half. We missed a bunch of wide open shots in the first half, wide open, and still got to start putting some layups in. Still missing a lot of layups. We got to start making our layups.
Obviously, 20 assists is pretty special, but did you do anything tonight that was especially high off of you?
Yeah, he made probably 5 to 8 passes that were just incredible. I mean, that I don't know if anybody else can make them. I don't know of another player in the country that can make them. And that's what's, you know, one maybe, you know, he's had a lot of games where he makes 1 or 2 like crazy passes that lead to incredible buckets. But tonight, and he's literally putting these, you know, points on a platter for these guys. I mean, they're wide. I mean, lead them for wide open threes, wide open layups. And we needed it tonight because they changed defenses on us a lot. And it had us very stagnant first 15 minutes, very stagnant because of their defense. And we made some adjustments at halftime, and it's easy when you got him running the team. And he started finding guys. We got out on the break. He started finding guys. And, you know, Gibson's always has figured out, he's played with him to cut and move. Now Javon's figured it out. Now he's like, well, I might want to get a part of this too. So now he's moving and cutting and sprinting, and, you know, everybody kind of wants to be a part of it. But, you know, you got to love playing with him. But he also, you know, assists are a two-way street. You got to play with guys that are going to knock the shots down too. So, you know, he made some passes tonight, multiple passes that were the wow passes that even I'm sitting there like, you know, not normal players just don't make those plays.
Do you see that in practice too? I mean, when you're just working with one another against your defense, can he still do some of the same stuff?
Yeah, not as much, you know. Yeah, we don't go, and now we're part of practice. You don't do a whole lot. He doesn't do a whole lot. He doesn't practice a whole lot. But yeah, we've always seen it. We've always seen it. And, you know, it's exciting because some of these guys have been playing together, and now they know each other, and especially Gibson. When it's so hard for Gibson to get shots off now, people are just really – I feel bad for him to an extent. And I'm not running a lot of plays right now. We'll get to a point we will. We're not doing that yet. I don't call hardly any plays. We will as the season goes along to get certain guys shots, but he has to cut and move, and he's figuring out how to score without just – you know, and that's fun to watch as well.
How has Yuri's vision improved from year one to now? Like his passing vision?
I don't know if his vision's improved. I think it's always been that good. I just think as you've grown, he's gotten stronger, and playing with better players every year helps. And, you know, having the confidence that he knows he's not coming out. He can throw a crazy one every once in a while. He did it tonight, you know, didn't do many. He had a few crazy plays, but only one turnover, but he had a few crazy. But, you know, he knows he's not coming out. He knows I might say something to him, but he didn't pay attention to me. So I think the confidence of that, confidence of his teammates. But like I said, you know, it takes two. It takes two. It takes somebody putting the ball, somebody delivering it, somebody putting it in the hole. And, you know, but that was impressive. I don't know. I'm not sure how many of those were just wow assists. Quite a few, I think.
You looked like you limited Francis's minutes in the first half and then didn't start him in the second, but he seemed to respond because you talked about the rim protection after last game. He seemed to respond to that a little bit. No?
Absolutely. You know, they've probably tired of hearing me talk about it. You know, that is there's 3 to 5 crucial areas we got to do for our team to continue to get better and build. And one of it is protecting the rim. Now, there's multiple ways to do that. I broke it down to the team. Don't let the ball get there. One, keep a guy in front of you. Two, if it does get beat, let's rotate, take a charge, block a shot, do so, But we got to start protecting the rim. It hurt us in our last game. Another one is finishing at the rim. You start adding up all the layups we've missed in the last 2 games. It's hard enough to get the ball there. That's the hard part. We got to start finishing some of these easy ones around the rim, and it's not just 1 or 2 guys. It's not just 1 or 2.
I asked Yuri how many assists he should have had, and he said 25.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, but yeah.
You talk about the defense and the improvements there. How big has the communication and the kind of vocality on defense been this season? Or maybe the lack of it if it hasn't been where you want it to be?
I spoke on this a little bit yesterday. Our half-court defensive numbers are really, really strong. There's a lot of room for improvement physicality-wise, aggressiveness-wise, as far as turning people over. It's not a big judge for me, but it's a judge of we're not doing good enough. Now, we don't need to go out and be turning people over 16, 17 times a game. We're not pressing. We're not doing that. But it's a low number. And so that's an area. But the numbers are right, the field goal percentage. I don't know what we hold them to tonight. 38-something% maybe. I'm just guessing. I haven't seen the stat and looked at it yet. But if I had to guess, in my head, somewhere around 30, 36. That's a winning number. The number we had at Auburn was a winning number. Traditionally, we have not guarded the 3 very well. It's gotten better. The number's right. Where we get in trouble, and you saw it tonight, is where our defense or where our offense, and that supposed to be where, and I don't think we're very good at. We have spurts of it, is when we go in spurts of not scoring, when we have a scoring drought, and we have quick possessions. That puts our margin, the scoring margin, it makes it tight on us. It makes it very tight on us. And that's why we have not been able to necessarily blow anybody out or get big leads or anything. I tell them I think we take offense for granted a lot because we all think we're really, hey, well, we'll score. Well, we gotta, we've got to value every possession to score. Take advantage of every opportunity to score, and let's not waste possessions. And that's more of what's causing tight games than it is the defense. I've studied it's the numbers. And believe it or not, it's the offense. It's the offense more than it is the defense.
Are you generally pleased with where the team is as you go into December? The calendar kind of flips, you get closer to conference play. Generally pleased with what you've accomplished over the first 8?
Yeah, we know there's a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot of room. I talked about this before our last game against Auburn to a bunch of media down there, and they're trying to say how much better we're playing right now. I don't know if we're playing any better right now than we were at this time last year. And it's a positive because I still think we have several players that have the best have their best in them that we haven't quite seen yet, and that gives me excitement to where we could go and where we could build to. Probably more than any year I've ever coached, I have paid no attention to the record. I'm not paying much attention to it. I know what it is, but I'm not putting much weight to it because I know the next game is an opportunity for us, and that's the way we approach it. I do know we got to continue to get better. We got to see some improvement in some areas. Like I said, I got 3 or 4 or 5. They're sitting on my desk that I do it after every game. And for us to take the next step, there's certain things we need to do. And I've seen that we can do them, especially in our last game, some areas I was very concerned about, that I saw, okay, we can, all right, at least we've shown it in 1 game out of 8. We've shown we can now. We got to figure out if we're going to be able to do this all the time for us to be as good as we want to be. So, yeah, I definitely, by no stretch of imagination, think we're playing our best basketball. Not that we need to be. You know, and this is, it's for us, it's about, as a team, doing certain things better, but also getting guys going and playing their best and getting everybody bringing their A games, their B games, and, you know, it could be a different person every night, but there's still a lot of room for improvement with this team, a lot.
One more on Javon, because you talked about him learning to get involved with Yuri. Do you think he's still, as he learns more about Yuri and other guys, that he's just going to become more effective offensively?
I think so. I think so. Some games are going to probably fit him a little better than others. You know, he's still learning my system. You talk about it's hard for these fifth-year guys. Now, I've always said that it's not easy, even though they were here all summer and things like that. And Javon's probably played more minutes than he's ever played in a game. You know, he's playing, you know, some high minutes and for him. So yeah, it's, you know, we think he's a guy that can score. He's going to have some big nights because he can score in a variety of ways. Got a really good little mid-range shot. He can make threes. I'd like to see all of our guys get to the free throw line a little bit more than we're doing, and he has the game to get to the free throw line. But yeah, we're counting on him to score, no question.
Pretty good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Afterwards, absolutely.